Jim will be out of business
Weatherman
after
Pete.
August 3rd, so I'm practicing the weatherman. As you can see, I'm in Harlem, New York. What up, Harlem? I love y'all, you know, but my shit don't go that fast. But anyway, I just want to say, after August 3rd, I'm going to be the new weatherman. If I ain't going to be it, this is going to fill in, or we're going to have to do this shit together. But August 3rd, after August 3rd, no more weatherman from Capo. It's over.
Man, I didn't know how many people love Nas. Well, people, and I'm watching people absolutely back shit crazy. Like, God damn.
All you gotta do is pull up here. You know, you wanna join me? Pull up and join me. You know what I'm saying? Pull right up here and you can join me. I'm on live.
Yeah, talk that shit. Yeah.
We're here, baby. Pull up.
Know what's up?
211, never here.
Know what's up?
You know what I mean? We're here, baby. Jay Wan pulling up. He went home. You know, after the gym, he want to go get fleet. All you got to do is pull up. 211, never here. Get checked out. And everything else will fall in line after that. I'm out here with the legends, man. You know what I mean?
My man,
you
right
see it, man. OG Prince, man, one of the most solid individuals ever touched the universe.
Right.
We keep it solid, we keep it real, original over here, 100%. You see who pulls up? The real one. And we keeping it solid. That's all we do over here. No extra bullshit. If you ain't coming on that type of time, stay where you at. Get your prostate checked, get you a juice. Juice is for life.
They asked me how I felt about what was said about me on another platform from some other people. You know, that's something that I'm not a troublemaker.
Styles P didn't just respond. He went off. No filter, no mercy. But let's be real, all this smoke circles right back to Jim. He's always had that chip on his shoulder, acting like he's got something to prove every time. From interviews to social media to his tracks, Jim's always doing the most. And now, it's finally backfiring.
Apple versus Styles P.
He don't got enough catalog for that.
Jim Jones, Styles P, let's talk about. Verzuz started out as how much body of work you got, how many dope-ass singles you got, right? Then it grew and progressed into having levels to this shit. It's sort of like boxing. You think you're gonna mash somebody to f out until them lights come on, it's a different story. Styles P said, I'm a barsmith. It's levels to this shit. Meaning, look, I can go on my bag with singles, but I can also go on my bags with body and shit, as far as freestyles. Can Jim Jones do that? Maybe he can. Have people seen Jim Jones do that? No, they haven't. Because like I said, once you get under them bright lights, like a boxer, it's a different story.
For years, Jim Jones has been trying to rebrand himself, from street rapper to hustler to self-proclaimed fashion mogul. But somewhere along the way, people started questioning if it was real or lust for clout. That's exactly the energy Jadakiss and Styles P called out without even saying his name. The shade was loud and clear. When Styles said, "You can't buy street credit, you earn that," everyone knew who he was talking about. No matter how many chains Jim rocks or how many records he drops, he still can't touch the authenticity Jada and Styles built over decades. Truth is, Jim's always moving like he's got something to prove, calling himself King of New York, starting petty drama, and rewriting history like we didn't all see what happened during that Verzuz battle. Everyone remembers how Jadakiss single-handedly shut Dipset down that night. That moment told the whole story. Now, Styles and Jada are just reminding him who really runs the block. Styles said it straight, Jim's energy feels manufactured. That's wild coming from someone who's cut from the same cloth. Jim built his name off Harlem grit, off being outside, not chasing fashion clout and Instagram validation. But lately, it's like he traded the block for the runway. The same presence that once made him real now feels forced, like he's acting a part instead of living it. And let's be clear, Jada and Styles aren't hating. This isn't petty beef, it's about principles. They built their legacies off bars, consistency, and authenticity. No gimmicks, no shortcuts. So watching Jim chase viral moments instead of timeless music, that's what's rubbing the real ones wrong. Jim keeps jumping on trends trying to stay relevant, but what he forgets is, the LOX are the trend. They built the foundation he's trying to stand on, the final straw. Jim out here on podcasts, talking reckless like he runs New York rap. That's not confidence anymore, that's delusion.
Jim Jones.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he's been in a few fights.
Has he won any?
I believe so.
Oh, really? Which one?
They say he beat up
his baby mama or something like that?
Nah, he beat up dude at the restaurant.
Who, the cook?
Let me see.
I don't even think he's from Harlem, tell you the truth.
You don't think he's from Harlem?
Nope. I think because they never talk about him being in Harlem. I think he's from North Bronx or some shit.
You know, he claims a blood gang out there.
Britney Spears claims a blood gang.
The internet blew up the second Jim started talking slick, and Jada didn't even have to say much. His silence alone said everything. Then came that smooth, calculated clapback, pure facts, no fluff. Because real talk, you don't crown yourself top tier. You earn that through your catalog, consistency, and respect. When Jada hit him with numbers don't lie, it was checkmate. The streets remember that Verzuz battle. That was a mic drop moment Jim still hasn't lived down. Then Styles P jumped in and turned up the heat even more. He said it plain. If you gotta tear others down to lift yourself up, you was never solid to begin with. That line flipped the whole conversation. This isn't about rap anymore. It's about legacy, respect, and authenticity. Jim's got the flash, the hustle, the designer fits, but Jada and Styles, they've got credibility, respect, and longevity. They never had to scream King of New York because the culture already crowned them. Meanwhile, Jim's still out here chasing validation. Likes and reposts could replace respect.
Mace need to go on a diet. He need to get his life together. He needs to go to the doctor and get a physical. He looked terrible, bad body, back ass. He look big around the neck, waist look crazy. I'm body shaming this. You heard? He need to go get his together, get on the treadmill, do some push-ups, do something. You heard? Especially for playing with me.
This drama didn't just pop up overnight. It's been simmering for years. Long before that Verzuz showdown, there were subliminal shots in freestyles, shady tweets, and little jabs that fans brushed off. But now, everything's spilling into the open, and Styles P's been keeping receipts. On a recent IG Live, Styles called it out straight. Some rappers put more energy into Instagram than they do into the music or the streets. Everyone knew exactly who he meant. Jim's whole image has turned into a walking commercial. Loud, flashy, but missing that raw authenticity he once had. Then there's Jadakiss, calm, collected, and surgical with his words. We don't compete with annex, we compete with bars. That's pressure you can't fake, he said. While Jim's busy posting in designer stores, the LOX are still out here delivering timeless verses that hit deep. The contrast is wild, and now fans are starting to pick sides. The crazy thing is, Jim does have talent, nobody's denying that. But when every move starts feeling like a PR stunt, it's hard for people to connect with the music, especially when you're standing next to lyrical giants like Jada and Styles P. What makes it even messier is that Jim keeps brushing it all off like it's just jokes. But Jada and Styles, they're dead serious. You can hear it in their tone. This isn't playful sparring anymore. Jim crossed a line when he started sneak dissing. After the Verzuz battle, he even claimed Styles and Jada were just mad he's winning. But winning what, exactly? Jadakiss has platinum records, legendary verses, and the respect of the streets. Styles P owns successful businesses, drops wisdom, and still bodies tracks like he's in his prime. That's real success. Meanwhile, Jim's chasing viral moments like staying relevant is a full-time job. And the LOX, they see through all of it, and so do the fans. Jim used to be loved for his raw, gritty energy. Now, even some of his loyal Dipset supporters are saying he's slipping into gimmick territory. In hip-hop, authenticity is the real currency, and right now, Jim's checks are bouncing. Jada and Styles don't need to scream or trend. They move with quiet power, striking only when it counts. And every time Jim tries to downplay their legacy, it just exposes how uncertain he is about his own. Their shots hit harder because they're not just dissing, they're voicing what a lot of people have already been whispering for years.
I think Jim was trolling. So I don't have much to say about it because I don't believe that Jim Jones believes that he's a better rapper than Nas, Pusha T, and Styles P. Yeah. I think he's an icon in terms of the fashion
culturally,
shit.
All
and
that.
Yeah, but we got to stop the train at somewhere.
Nas is a good place to stop that train.
Nas is a great place to stop that train for anybody.
Yeah.
When you start naming specific people,
I'm not mad at that. it feels weird to me. Also, he doesn't have more Billboard entries than Nas. That's the other thing.
I didn't check.
He does.
I saw some people fact checking. He
does not, and it's not particularly close.
Yes.
He doesn't have a bigger listening base.
I wouldn't have thought it was close, but again, I didn't check it.
It's not close, and
even if you remove features,
even if you get rid of features, it's just not close. I mean, you look at Spotify. Nas has 9 million followers. I think Jim has like 850,000. I mean, the traditional metric. You look at Grammys. I don't think they're on the same planet. I don't think that they should be debating that.
See, and that's why it's smart for Jim to insert himself in these conversations.
His latest Instagram post, he was saying, yo, going viral is part of the gig. And he's like, I understand today's game. So yeah, I'm gonna get up here, I'm gonna say whatever. I'm gonna go viral and make business off of it. It's the same shit he told us. I gotta play that game now.
To me, we also gotta respect culture and respect the history. I mean, I don't love that move. If you were to say I'm gonna go, whatever, every rapper has to say that. But when it becomes, again, about an individual rap, to me, who is on the Mount Rushmore, I just don't like it. It just doesn't sit well with me. You know what I mean? Again, 23-year-old is one thing. You don't know, but grown ass men shouldn't be talking about Jim Jones and Nas in the same conversation.
See you in the next one.